You want to make a woman fall in love. You don't need to be rich. You don't need to be a model. You don't even need the perfect lines. You need something rarer than all of that combined. You need control. Control over your emotions. Control over your energy. Control over how the world experiences you. Because here's the cold truth. Women don't fall for men who chase. They fall for men who carry themselves like they could walk away at any moment and never look back. This is Stoicism, not the boring version, the powerful, dangerous version, the one that flips attraction on its head and gives you the upper hand. Today, I'm going to show you how to attract any woman and make her fall in love with you, not with tricks, but with presence, silence, tension, and purpose. Let's begin. 1. The invisible flame, how stillness triggers obsession. Most men try to impress. Stoic men disturb, not by yelling, not by showing off, but by holding a silence so powerful. It makes a woman feel seen and examined without a single word. Let me explain. There's a certain stillness to a man who has nothing to prove. He doesn't fidget. He doesn't rush to fill the silence. He looks her in the eye and lets the moment burn. It's like a flame that doesn't scream. It just burns, quietly, dangerously. And here's the secret. Women fall for men who pull them in without chasing. The moment she feels like she's trying to impress you, her heart is already on the line. So don't be too eager. Don't be too available. Be still, be aware, be unpredictable. Let your words come slow. Let your touch be intentional. Let your presence speak louder than noise. Because when a woman senses your emotional discipline, she feels safe, but also a little addicted. She starts wondering what you're thinking, what you're holding back, why her charms aren't melting you like they usually do, and that's when the fantasy begins. 2. The scarcity principle, why she craves the man who isn't always there. Let's get one thing straight. Availability kills attraction. Most men think that if they're always there, always texting, always calling, she'll feel special. She'll feel bored. Love isn't built on consistency, it's built on mystery plus meaning. That's where Stoicism gives you an unfair advantage. You don't overshare. You don't overtext. You don't let your day revolve around her validation. You make her earn pieces of you. You drop hints, not your whole soul. Every woman has a fantasy. And the number one fantasy that triggers long-term emotional obsession is this. Who is this man? And why can't I stop thinking about him? To create that, you need to be a controlled enigma. Show up with strength. Withdraw with purpose. Text her? Yes, but not out of desperation. Call her? Yes, but let her wonder why you didn't yesterday. Make your energy scarce, not to punish, but to elevate its value, because the man she sees every minute is the man she eventually ignores. But the man who's both present and elusive, that's the man who haunts her thoughts. 3. Trigger her depths, speak to her soul, not just her smile. Here's where most men fail. They talk about her looks. They compliment her laugh. They keep it surface level. But Stoic men, they bypass the surface and speak directly to a woman's emotional core. Example. Instead of saying, "You're beautiful," say, "There's something about the way you hold back when you're nervous, like you're protecting a deeper side of yourself." Boom. Now you're not just a guy. You're a man who sees her. Women don't fall in love with compliments. They fall in love with feeling understood. The moment she thinks you see something in her that others miss, she starts chasing your perception of her. And that's where love takes root. Because when a woman feels like she can emotionally undress around you, without shame, without fear, she ties those feelings to you. That's when she dreams about you. That's when she opens up about childhood stories, quiet fears, secret desires. You're not in the friend zone. You're not just her crush. You're her emotional home. So don't flirt like a boy. Penetrate her mind. Break past the image she shows the world and talk to the girl hiding behind it. Because once she believes you understand her, she'll believe no other man can replace you. 4. The hero without a script. Why women crave a man who moves without permission. Most men operate from a manual. They ask, "What do I say to her? What does she want me to do? What's the right move?" But she doesn't want a man who follows a script. She wants a man who writes his own, a man who walks into the room like he owns it, but not arrogantly. Calm, grounded, certain. Unmoved by others' approval, unshaken by feminine tests. You see, a woman will test you, not because she wants to destroy you, but because she wants to know, can this man handle me when I'm soft and when I'm storm? And a stoic man passes that test by not even blinking. He doesn't flinch when she pulls away. He doesn't chase when she throws a tantrum. He stays calm, like a mountain unmoved by the weather. That kind of emotional control turns her on more than abs ever will, because it tells her, I don't need you to like me to know who I am. That line, that energy, it's the difference between infatuation and obsession. So stop walking on eggshells. Start walking with direction. Be kind but unbending. Be generous but untouchable. Be curious but never needy. A woman will fall in love with a man who doesn't ask for permission to exist, because deep down she wants to be led, not managed. She wants a force of nature, not a predictable checklist. And when she finds that rare energy, she'll follow it, crave it, build her world around it. 5. Create emotional contrast, the hidden trick that keeps her addicted. If you want to emotionally anchor a woman to you, don't be one note. Be contrasts, because just like a song needs tension to be unforgettable, so does human attraction. Too soft all the time, you become her pillow. Too strong all the time, you become her wall. But the balance between softness and steel, that's unforgettable. There's a psychological principle called intermittent reinforcement, and it's one of the most powerful tools in emotional bonding. You give her glimpses of depth, then you pull back. You let her feel your warmth, then you return to mystery. She doesn't quite know what to expect from you, and that unpredictability builds tension, which creates emotional hooks in her mind. Example: be playful one day, be contemplative the next. Be fully present with her, then disappear into your mission. That contrast, that rhythm of presence and distance, it drives her wild, because she's not falling in love with a man who's always there. She's falling in love with a journey, and you are the landscape she's learning to navigate, mysterious, rich, deep, and occasionally distant. That emotional variation keeps her feeling, and when a woman is constantly feeling around you, she's falling. 6. The power of legacy. Make her fall in love with your mission, not just your body. Want to know the most irresistible kind of man? It's not the guy with the nicest face. It's not the richest one either. It's the man with a mission, a reason to wake up, a fire behind the eyes, a code, a legacy, a direction that doesn't revolve around women at all. When a woman meets a man with purpose, her attraction shifts. Why? Because he doesn't need her. He chooses her. And that's what makes it powerful. He can disappear into his goals for a week without apologizing. He can walk away from drama without hesitation. He's not chasing pleasure. He's building something that will outlive him. That kind of man? He's intoxicating. He triggers something ancient in a woman, the instinct to stand beside a man who's going somewhere powerful, not just for survival, but for meaning. So here's the hard truth most men avoid. You'll never make a woman fall for you if you haven't first fallen in love with your own purpose. Not some hustle, not some trend, a real reason, a passion, a pursuit that sets your soul on fire. Let her fall in love with that. Let her fall in love with watching you build. Let her fall in love with the fact that no matter how beautiful she is, you'll never worship her more than your own destiny. That balance, that power, it's not just attractive, it's legendary. If you're ready to master this energy and truly become the man women can't resist, not just in theory but in everyday life, then join the members-only room right now. Inside, you'll get exclusive content I never post publicly, private breakdowns of real-world conversations, direct tools to build stoic power in love, dating, and life, and a free ebook, The Stoic Man's Guide to Irresistible Confidence, only for members. Don't just consume knowledge. Become the kind of man women remember forever. Tap the link below and enter the inner circle. Let's level up, quietly, powerfully, and for good.